Amid the drums, piano, and Spanish prayer hymns, parishioners at Nativity Church in Manhattan's Lower East Side are hoping they have a prayer to keep their church open.
For them, it is their second home, and closing it is going to just break them apart.
Every Sunday since she can remember, Mercedes Sanchez has come to Nativity, now one of several churches set to close this August.
If the church were to close in a couple of years, we see condos here instead, I would just be devastated.
A fundraising campaign, a social media push, and an appeal to the Vatican might not be enough to keep it open.
Without a doubt, houses of worship play a particularly important role in terms of the history of the city, the culture of the city.
But the city's at risk of losing that culture, according to Andrew Berman, who says every year more synagogues, mosques, and churches close.
Part of that is a natural consequence of the shifting demographics in New York. As one group becomes less prominent or more prominent, their houses of worship may have less parishioners.
Berman says it's not uncommon to see developments like the Citicorp Center, a skyscraper built literally on top of St. Peter's Church, or this NYU dormitory built in place of St. Anne's Church, which stood on 12th Street almost 200 years. The church entrance is still there.
From the front, it just looks like a giant church. There's literally nothing behind it, but it's beautiful to look at every day.
I guess it's nice, but I find it a little bit disrespectful. I know a lot of people that have lived in the East Village for a long time are upset by it.
Oftentimes churches that are set to close or merge, like Nativity, are in financial difficulty. Now this church is actually not, but it is located on some prime real estate here on the Lower East Side.
Oftentimes a congregation will say, you know what, the numbers here are dwindling and we could get a lot of money for just selling this. The Archdiocese had some pretty significant financial problems over the last 10 or 20 years.
The Archdiocese declined to speak with us, but if it decides to sell Nativity's property, the return could be substantial. For her church and her spiritual home, Sanchez continues her battle, and she says her front lines extend well beyond Nativity's property.
Every other day, there's something that's been around forever closing down. Where is the essence of New York? It just doesn't exist anymore.
Joe Khalil, Columbia News Tonight.